Let's see how it goes. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Shtatarshata Shri Srimad Abhay Charnaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Shtatarshata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Srila Varadev Appearance Day Ki Jai Samaveda Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasad Tato Jayamuderaye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 4, Text number 1. That's on the board. Uddhava Vacha Athate Tad Anugnata Athate Tad Anugnata Bhuktva Pitva Cha Varunim Bhuktva Pitva Cha Varunim Taya Vibramshita Gnana Taya Vibramshita Gnana Duruktair Marma Pashprushu Duruktair Marma Pashprushu Uddhava Vacha Athate Tad Anugnata Bhuktva Pitva Cha Varunim Taya Vibramshita Gnana Duruktair Marma Pashprushu. Prabhus? Uddhava Vacha Vibramshita Vaishnavis? Uddhava Vacha Tate Uddhava Vacha Uddhava said, Atha thereafter, they, the Yadavas, Tat by the Brahmanas, Anugnata being permitted, Bhuktva after partaking, Pitva drinking, Cha and Varunim liquor, Taya by that, Vibramshita Jnana being bereft of knowledge, Durukte with harsh words, Marma the core of the heart, Pashprishu touched. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thereafter, all of them, the descendants of Vrishni and Bhoja, being permitted by the Brahmanas, partook of the remnants of prasad and also drank liquor made of rice. By drinking, they all became delirious and bereft of knowledge. They touched the cores of each other's hearts with harsh words. Purport. In ceremonies, when Brahmanas and Vaishnavas are sumptuously fed, the host partakes of the remnants of foodstuffs after the guests have given permission. So the descendants of Vrishni and Bhoja formally took permission from the Brahmanas and ate the prepared foodstuff. Kshatriyas are permitted to drink at certain occasions, so they all drank a kind of light liquor made of rice. By such drinking they became delirious and bereft of sense, so much so that they forgot their relationship with one another and used harsh words which touched the core of each other's hearts. Drinking in so harmful drinking is so harmful that even such a highly cultured family becomes affected by intoxication and can forget themselves in a drunken state. The descendants of Vrishni and Bhoja were not expected to forget themselves in this way, but by the will of the Supreme it happened, and thus they became harsh towards one another. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurun dinatarinam Paramananda madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. Once more the translation. Thereafter, all of them, the descendants of Vrishni and Bhoja, being permitted by the Brahmanas, partook of the remnants of prasad and also drank liquor made of rice. By drinking, they all became delirious and bereft of knowledge. They touched the cores of each other's hearts with harsh words. We've been hearing the pastimes of the Lord. We see in the beginning of the canto where Vidura meets Uddhava, and he inquires about the Lord, and Uddhava is remembering the different pastimes of the Lord and narrating them to Vidura, and now it is coming to an end, and soon Uddhava is going to finish, and he's going to instruct Vidura to take more instructions or knowledge from Maitreya Muni, and Vidura is going to insist that he wants to learn from Uddhava, but Uddhava thinks that because Maitreya is senior, he should not make offense to Vidura and not commit offense, Maryada Vratikrama, and therefore he should inquire from Vidura, Maitreya Muni. And so now we are in that part where the Vrishnis or the Yadu dynasty have all gathered and Prabhas Kshetra, and of course it's due to the curse that Samba received from the... we've been hearing this story, so I don't want to repeat what all the speakers have repeated. But Samba got cursed, and because he made fun of the sages, and that led them to go to Prabhas Kshetra. And as soon as they reached Prabhas Kshetra, now they performed oblations. They performed some sacrifice, fed the brahmanas, and now the end of the Yadus is coming, where they've asked permission to enjoy the prasad. They've got the permission, but now they've started also drinking liquor, varuni, made of rice. So here description is of rice, but Balaram drinks a different kind of varuni made out of honey. So, of course, there are different kinds of liquor, and I'm not so experienced, so I can't say. This is barley and rice, and out of many grains being fermented. There's a whole process of it. So we see that when one has no control over their senses and one is engaged in such activities as drinking liquor, they lose their intelligence and commit sinful activities. And we see that even though that the Vrishnis came from direct descendants of the Lord, they still committed such abominable activities by being engaged in drinking alcohol or intoxication. They lost their senses, and they, because of being intoxicated, they started using harsh words. Yeah. And as soon as they used harsh words, then all the fights began. And we can see that this is the situation. For those who have gone on the Harinams, you can see in London City on Saturday nights what the situation is, how the pubs are full of drunkards, and some those devotees who have gone may share some of their experiences. My friend was telling me when we went to the city that they've been attacked by drunkards, and also threatened that I'll see you. Being threatened that, and this is due to being intoxicated. Of course, they are not in their senses. So this is what intoxication does, and we see that Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport that drinking is so harmful that even such a slight cultured family becomes affected by intoxication and can forget themselves in a drunken state. So, so such habits come due to association. What to speak of us conditioned souls? We are going to hear soon that even the son of Varahadev and Bhumi Devi got into bad association, and he became an asura. Yeah, he got into bad association, and he started performing sinful activities, and he became a demon. Same we hear the story of demigods, the sons of Kuvera, Nalakuvera and Manigriva. They got into bad association. They drank liquor. Of course, they were kings, son of the king. What to speak of just a king, but Kuvera, minister, finance minister of the demigods. He had the keys to the safe to the world's biggest bank. Yeah, universe, not the world's, but the universe's biggest bank. So they got into bad association, and they forgot to respect Narada Muni due to being intoxicated, and they got a curse. They were cursed by the Brahmanas, by Narada Muni, to become trees. But they also got benediction that they would be delivered by Krishna. So everything happens by the will of the Lord. Not even a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Supreme Lord. So, of course, this situation, the Lord wanted his dynasty to disappear because there were just too many of them, and they were causing havoc, and they wanted to take over. And because of that, the Lord decided, okay, it's time now. Go fight, kill yourselves, and get over with it. And so he found this way of enjoying alcohol, and also another important point here is how harsh words are the cause of fights, or cause of what can you say? Is a root of offenses, harsh words. If we are not careful choosing our words, it can cause destruction to our devotional service, to the kripa of our bhakti lata. Yeah, harsh words. We should be very careful choosing our words. This is the nature of a devotee, to be polite. We learn this in our sadachar. When we learn sadachar etiquette, we should speak with kind words, polite words. Even if there is a wrong situation, still we should try to use polite words and deal in a devotee manner. Devotee manner. Devotee means they are as soft as lotus, but they are as hard as thunderbolt. Means that they can be hard in the sense that if there is something wrong, they know how to deal with the situation, but they also give shelter. They also give compassion to any living entity. So this is what we can learn from this verse. I didn't really want to concentrate on this verse because so many have been speaking, but also today is a special day, is the appearance day of Varahadev, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the Lord appears in different forms. Rama Dimurti Sukalani Amena Tishtam Nana Avatara Makarosh Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So the Lord appears in different forms, Ramadi Murti Shukala Niyamena Tishtan. He appears as Lord Ram. He appears as the fish incarnation, Matsya, Kurma, tortoise, Varaha, boar, Narsimha, half lion, half man. Then Parshuram, and then Lord Ram, and then Balaram, and then Buddha, and then Kalki. Yeah, these are the 10 incarnations of the Lord that are mainly known, but the Lord appears in many other forms also. So the Lord is not ordinary, that's why He's the Lord. So He can take any form that He wants. He has also taken the form as Hayagriva, as a horse. The Lord is not limited to any form. He can expand to whatever He feels like and however He feels like. Yeah? And so, in this situation, or in this form, as Lord Varaha, of course, He came to deliver Mother Earth. And we know that Lord Varaha came in 2 forms. He's come in many forms, but 2 are mainly mentioned. One is Shweta Varaha, which is the white form of the Lord Varaha, who comes during Swayambhuva Manu's time, where he comes when there is devastation, the earth is submerged into the water, and then Varahadev appears from Lord Brahma's nostril, and he said that he appears in such a small form, is the size of a thumb, the upper part of the thumb. And he appears there, and as he comes, he descends, everyone's like, this must be another Rakshasa, because it's a boar form, not human form. But as soon as the boar form comes from the nostril of the Lord, it expands and becomes gigantic like a mountain. And therefore it is also known as Kola, is one name of Varahadev, Kola. So Varahadev, he goes in and saves Mother Earth. And as soon as Varahadev comes in contact with Earth, Bhumi Devi, there is born a child known as Naraka. And Naraka was okay, I'll get back there. So this is it comes a child known Naraka. Okay, so this is one Varahadev, and then there is another Varahadev that appears in the Chakshusha Manvantara. Yeah, he appears in the Manvantara where the Manu is Chakshusha Manu. And in that Manvantara comes the story that we will be hearing in the next few chapters coming in the 3rd canto, where Lord Varahadev comes to save Mother Earth because Hiranyaksha, the demon, kidnapped Mother Earth and took her to the Patala, to the bottom of the Garbhodaka ocean. So, of course, there's a whole big story about this, how Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu were born, and then because Diti wanted to enjoy with her husband in an inauspicious time, And because of that came two demons, who was Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Hiranyakashipu and then Maitreya Muni will then again explain why they became Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Then the story will come of Lord Brahma, the Kumaras cursing Jay and Vijay, like that. But why I'm saying this in short is because I want to speak more about Lord Varahadev in Navadvip Dham. Yeah. So that's why I'm just giving a brief summary. So when Varahadev, when Hiranyaksha took over the universe, he wanted to become the master. He was also under the influence of Lika, and he took over Mother Earth and took her to the to Patala, which is the lowest of the Garbhodaka ocean. And so the Lord appeared to save Bhumi Devi, because of course Bhumi Devi is Lord Varahadev's wife. So Lord Varahadev came and entered the Garbhodaka ocean and went down and saved Mother Earth. Yeah, and put her back to her dignity. So this is Varahadev. But now there is also Varahadev in Chaitanya Leela, where I would like to, because this is not, we don't hear about this much. So, confirmed. So, in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, in Madhya Leela, chapter 3, this description is given about Varahadev, who appeared in Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki jai, Shri Shri Gauranitai ki jai. So Varahadev, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was relishing the pastimes of Varahadev, he got into ecstasy. And he got into the mood of Lord Varahadev and went to Murari Gupta's house. And when he got to Murari Gupta's house, he started shouting, Shukara, Shukara, Shukara. Means bore, bore, bore. And Murari Gupta, who was Hanuman in his previous incarnation. So he was, Murari Gupta was attached to Lord Ram. And so that at that time he came as Murari Gupta. So because the Lord knew that Murari Gupta is very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so he went to his house, and at this time Mahaprabhu was revealing himself to the different devotees in different forms. So he went to Murari Gupta's house shouting, bore, bore, bore. And then when he went to Murari Gupta, he took the form of this boar, and he revealed himself to Murari Gupta that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and this that he comes in different forms. And when Murari Gupta saw this form of the Lord, he became very, very stunned. He was amazed, and he didn't know what to say. He wasn't expecting the Lord to take this form. So the Lord went to the altar, Murari Gupta's altar, and there was a a water pot with a spout. So he went there and he took the form of Varahadev and he picked up the spout, the water pot with his tusks. And he showed this form. You can see that water pot there. And he showed this form to Murari Gupta. And then he started telling Murari Gupta, now chant prayers to me. Make your prayers to me. And Murari Gupta, because he was so shocked, he was really shocked and like he's not seen this form, so he didn't know what to say. And he said, my Lord, what can I say? What prayers can I chant? He started telling Mahaprabhu, what prayers can I tell you? You are the Supreme Lord yourself. Who can chant your glory? Who knows you better than yourself? But then Varahadev, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Varahadev, told him, don't worry, just relax and say your prayers. So Murari Gupta started chanting prayers to Lord Varahadev. He says, he started saying to Murari Gupta started praying to the Lord, that who am I to pray to you, my Lord? Ananta Shesh, who is your incarnation, has thousands of mouths, and he is chanting your glories constantly for so many years, but he is unable to completely glorify you. So who am I to glorify you? He says, even the Vedas are not completely able to fully describe your glories. So who am I to render glories to you? O Lord, the unlimited universes that we see or hear about are all absorbed within the pores of your hairs. You are always full of bliss in whatever you do. So how can the Vedas know your activities? Therefore, only you know yourself. Others can know you only if you reveal yourself to them. What qualification do I have to offer you prayers? Speaking in this way, Murari Gupta cried and offered his obeisances. He offered his obeisances crying, thinking himself unworthy to chant any prayers to the Lord. So, Lord Varaha became very pleased by the humility of Murari Gupta, and he started narrating this story of himself. So he says that I came as Lord Varahadev to save the ocean, to save Mother Earth from Patal. And when we came into contact, came a child from us who was known as Naraka. And Naraka was he was a very righteous king. He ruled very nicely, but due to some unfortunate circumstances, he came into bad association with another king. And when he came into association with this bad king, he got all these bad habits. And therefore, he came into bad association, and ultimately the Lord himself had to kill him. Narakasura. So like this, he Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Murari Gupta, and he told him that in a similar way, his ecstasy, because he was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he started also criticizing the Mayavadis. He said, there is that guy, that sadhu in Kashi, known himself as Prakashananda, who cuts my body to pieces while teaching the Vedas. So Varahadev also has another form, who is known as Yagyavaraha. He is described as Yagyavaraha, where he expands himself into sacrifice. Yeah. So his the four legs of his are the Vedas. His nostrils are the Shruka. His mouth is the Shruva. His mouth is also considered as the fire. His eyes are considered the fire. The coals that you see in the fire are considered to be his eyes. When you offer the ghee into the fire and you see the flame, that is the action of him actually chewing. So Yagyavaraha is also described as the Vedas, as a Yagya or the Vedas. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Murari Gupta that that Prakashananda, even though being very learned and chanting the Vedas, he is killing me, he is cutting my body into pieces. And why is that? Because the Lord is the Vedas. The Mayavadis preach about the Vedas, but they do not accept the personal form of the Lord. And because they do not, they say that the Lord does not have a form of the Lord. Therefore, even though they know the Vedas, the scriptures, they are killing the Lord, the body of the Lord. So like this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then started glorifying about Varahadev. And also in the interestingly, the Lord appears, the different incarnations of the Lord appear in Navadvip Dham. We hear Nrsingadev comes there after killing Hiranyakashipu. He came there to wash his hands, and therefore we have Nrsingsapali there. Yeah, like that, Varahadev also came. There was in Satya Yuga, in Koladvip, in one of the islands, Koladvip, which is named after Varahadev. There was a sadhu or a brahmana known as Vasudev Vipra. He was in Satya Yuga there, and he was praying to Lord Varahadev to appear. Please come and give me darshan. So being pleased with him, Lord Varahadev came there and gave darshan to Vasudev Vipra, and he revealed to Vasudev Vipra that all my incarnations have come to this place, and in the future, in Kali Yuga, I will appear in this place as Chaitanya or Gauranga, and I will be spreading the Sankirtan movement from this land. So stay here. So Vasudev Vipra, he stayed there, and from that time he became ecstatic. He chanted Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Instead of worshipping Lord Varahadev in that form, he started worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga. And that place is still there, Koladvip. When Vasudev Vipra again came from Satya Yuga. When he came back in Kali Yuga, he went to Navadvip and he went to Koladvip. And Kola is also known as a boar, but is also known as a mountain. So he went to Vasudev Vipra went to Koladvip and he saw a mountain, and then he could figure out, okay, this is Varahadev's place, and he worshipped Varahadev there. So this is Lord Varahadev's. It's 8:30. I just want to take 10 minutes of your time to sing this song. So if you could kindly join me, would be nice. I think so I'm going to move down because I'll play the harmonium. Hare Krishna. Can this be a bit louder? Pralaya payodi jale dritavana siveda vihita vahita charita makhedam Keshavadrita mina sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Pralaya payodi jale dritavana siveda vihita Sitiriha vipulatare tishtati tava prishte dharani dharana kinacha kragarishte Keshavadrita Kurma Sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Shri Tiriha वसति शशनशिखरे धरणी तव लग्ना शशिनिकलाङ्ककलेवनिमग्ना केशवधृता शुकररूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे सती दर्शन शिखरे धरणी तव लग्ना शशिनिकलाङ्ककलेवनिमग्ना तव करकमलवरे नखा अद्भुत शृंगा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे कर चलयसि विक्रमणे बलिमद्भुत वामना पदनखनीरजनितजनपावना केशवधृता वामनरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे क्षत्रियरुधिरमने जगदन्धपद पापं Snapayasi payasi samita bhavatapa Keshavadrita Brigupati Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Chapayasi Vitarasi dikshurane dikapati kama niyam Dashamukha mauli bali ramaniya Keshavadrita Rama Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Sharira Jai Jagadisha Jai Jagadisha Vahasiva Pusha Vishadeva Sanam Jaladhabam Halahati Viti Militaya Munabam Keshavadrita Haladhara Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Nindasi yagna vide aha shruti jatam sadaya hridaya darshita pashugata Keshavadrita Buddha Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Nidane Kalayasikara Valam Dhumaketumiva Kimapi Karalam Keshavadrita Kalkisharira Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Deva Kaveridamuditamudaram Shrinu Sukhadam Suvadam Bhavasaram Keshavadrita Dashavidharupa Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Vashati Darshana Shrikare Dharina Tava Lagnam Shashini Kalanka Kalevani Magnam Keshavadrita Shukara Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare. Darshani Prasana Shikare Ragna Ashini Kalanka Kalevani Magna Keshavadrita Shukara Rupa Jai Jagadish Varahadev Jaya Varahadev. Jaya Varahadev, 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 Jaya Varahadev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. O Keshava, O Lord of Universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of a boar, all glories to you. The earth, which has become immersed in the Garbhodaka ocean at the bottom of the universe, sits fixed upon the tip of your tusk like a spot upon the moon. Shri Varahadev ki jai, Shri Varahadev's appearance day ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hare Sauda Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Thank you.
So much realization in this song, and by singing it today on Varaha's appearance day, is so much blessings will come to everybody.
Definitely.
And the next time we should mention also that on these special days, what do they mean to us? As Varaha Day comes and takes the earth from the very lowest to the first, we pray to that Varaha Day.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnava